What is up, Moto fam? It's your boy Ty Moto, and we back at it again with another video. As I was saying in yesterday's video, I was trying to come up with a name that I could call you guys. So I was thinking last night, I was thinking Moto Squad or Moto Gang, whatever. But I thought, why not just do like Moto Fam? The Moto Fam, Moto Family. We're in this thing together. You guys know I went mudding, and I said I was gonna have to wash her. So that's what today's video is gonna be on, how to clean your ATV. I'm gonna try to make this video kind of showing how I do things. I know that there's 1,000,001 videos out there on how to wash your four-wheeler. It's a self-explanatory thing, but I'm gonna try to give you some tips and tricks and things of what I do, so maybe you guys can learn something new here. So let's get straight into it. I'm first off gonna show you guys everything that I'm gonna be using today. Now, first off, this is the car wash and wax that I use. This one here I actually get from Dollar Tree, and it's only $1. This is a little bit secret for you guys. Especially for the four-wheelers, you don't need to be buying $6, $7, $8 car wash when you can just get this for $1. It works just as good. It's got the wax in it too, like all the other expensive ones got, and the wax even works good too. I've washed my four-wheeler and the water beads off and everything, so this is $1. You can't beat it. Now next, this is what I use for the degreaser, simple green. You can really use any kind of degreaser. This is just the one that I got. And then next, this is what I put the degreaser in, this little spray bottle here. I mix it up with a little bit of water. We got our drying towel in here. We got our microfiber wash mitt, also from the Dollar Tree, $1. It's a little bit of a smaller one than the ones you can get normally from like Pep Boys or whatever. Kind of actually like this one for the four-wheelers. You can get like in areas a little bit better. Honestly, like if you wanted to wash your stuff, you can go to Dollar Tree and get everything here. You can get the degreaser, all that stuff for all $1 and really cheap. So that's just a little tip for you guys to save money washing your four-wheeler, because you don't need to be getting the most expensive stuff when you're just washing a four-wheeler. So here we go, just a little brush, random brush, another random brush, just different brushes to clean different things. This one, it works good on the chain because you can really scrub along it, and then a toothbrush, and then that's really all that you need. First off, now what I like to do is park my four-wheeler somewhere where I can get the mud and everything on there. I usually park it in the grass. Cause you have it on the driveway, then you gotta wash all the mud off the driveway as well. So ideally you want to put it in the shade. A lot of people with cars, they don't like to wash in direct sunlight. It's not the best thing to do, but on a four-wheeler or dirt bike, it's not gonna kill you. So first off, we're gonna start with spraying it down. I'm actually going to switch over to my head mount right now. It's a lot easier for me now. I can use both hands and everything, so nothing too hard about this. All you're going to want to do is loosen up that mud that's stuck on there. I don't even have a power washer, or I do have one, but I don't use it. If you do have a power washer, that makes this a lot easier because all the mud's just going to blow off. But I'm showing you guys regular way that everybody can do with just a hose. Make sure you get under the fenders and the wheel wells. As you can see, I went through all that nasty water with all that grass in there. It makes it, look at this, makes it really hard to, just a little bit harder, because you gotta meticulously go in there and get all that out. So I'll go in and finish up here. Let me check this actually. Yeah, we got a little bit of water in the air box, but not too bad. By the way, for this, I usually use it in the shower mode. If you guys have one of these type of hose nozzle things, just to spray it down, and then I'll put it on the jet when I want to. If you got mud that's stuck on there, if you're trying to get it off, just want to watch out in areas that are like close to the air box. Like if I spray really hard on the seat here, you can get water in the air box. Or obviously I spray into the exhaust pipe. You don't want to do that either. I'll finish spraying this off and then I'll catch you guys after that. All right, well, that was a little bit of a nightmare of itself on its own. When I started really looking at it, I mean, man, the stuff that I went through yesterday, you guys see that water. I think this might have been the worst that it's ever been with this. All types of grass literally stuck every single where. I pretty much just spent 40 minutes right now just getting grass out of here. literally stuck all in my caliper, all in the rear suspension, everywhere, man. Now, after you rinse it off and spent 40 minutes cleaning grass out, you're going to want to add your soap for this. You know, I'll just do a little bit, just like that. And then you fill it up here.
2 hours later.
All right, now we got our bucket of soap. Go and grab our wash mitt and get her nice and soaped up. I'll go ahead and bring the bucket over here so I can have it close to me. And we're gonna start with just wiping down the plastics here. I usually just start on the plastics first. The whole top of the four-wheeler, just clean the seat down. Make sure you keep going in, clean your mitt off, get it nice and soapy here. If you guys have any other tips, any things that you do or use when you're cleaning my four-wheeler that you think would help somebody else out, definitely go and make sure and leave that in the comments. We're a moto family, right? So we gotta help each other out. We gotta treat each other like we're family. We all come together and we all get along because of bikes. So I think it's pretty cool that something like four-wheelers and dirt bikes and ATVs can bring so many people together. And after I wipe down the plastics, I go ahead and rinse it all off really quick. Sometimes I'll go over them twice just because I miss spots. I'll spray them down, get all the soap off, and they kind of dry. And if I see any spots that I missed, I go over them again. Now we'll go ahead and start to get to the bottom. Start on the frame here, heel guards, motor. Make sure and clean your shocks nice and good. Do the wheel wells too if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and spray her down really quick. I don't really like to let the soap like sit on there. I like to kind of clean it and then wash it off right away. You can get underneath the fenders if you want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depending if I feel like it. I really don't care too much about getting underneath the fenders because they just get dirty anyway. Now after you've wiped everything down and make sure, I usually do the wheels last, by the way. You're pretty much done, but if you want to go a little bit more in detail here and you really want to clean it good, you can get a scrub brush and go in everything here. I don't do this every time I wash it, but every once in a while, just to get some of those areas that you might not be able to get clean enough with just the washcloth. And when I use on the motor or greasy areas, I'll use the degreaser, spray it on. Sometimes I let it sit there for a little bit. And even harder places, you can use the little toothbrush. That works good. Again, I go and wash her off here right after I cleaned it. Make sure you get all that soap off. You don't want to leave the soap on. So I'll go ahead and do this on the other areas too, but I'm not going to film that because I already just showed you guys. Now to clean the tires, all I do is, this is the last thing I usually do, and I'll just get my brush nice and soapy. You know, just to make the tires nice and clean on the outside. So now, pretty much done here. Got everything rinsed off, cleaned. All I'm gonna do now is just clean my chain really quick, and that's gonna be about it. So like I said, I use this long brush here. Actually, if you guys use a brush for your chain, you're gonna wanna just use it on your chain only because it's gonna get covered in grease unless you clean it somehow. But as you can see how I can just run this up and down the chain a couple of times and it cleans it pretty dang good. All right, that's pretty good for the chain. Sometimes you can go more in depth and really clean your chain. I've seen people that really clean their chains like until they look like they're brand new, but I don't really feel like that's necessary. Just want to rinse it off. Make sure you get all that degreaser out of there. Chain's looking good now, four-wheeler's looking good. Last but not least, you want to grab your drying towel and start drying her off. Again, I usually start from the top, start with the plastics here, You always want to keep your four-wheeler clean because keeping it clean is just as important as it is changing your oil. But I like to keep my stuff nice. When your stuff gets dirty and you keep it dirty, and not only is it gonna wear your stuff out faster, when things are dirty and you got moving parts, you gotta keep things lubricated and cleaned out. But you also want to take care of your stuff because when you go to sell it, you can get more money when it's clean. So it all comes back. Now we gotta dry it off and everything. What do you guys think? I think she came out pretty good for a quick wash that we did, and how muddy she was yesterday. And what I do after this, I'll usually start her up and let her run for a little bit. Need to put gas in it, but I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta get in my garage and get some chain lube. We'll lube her up a little bit, take it for a quick ride, and then that's gonna be it. I usually have an actual chain lube that I use, but I guess I ran out, so I'm just gonna use this WD-40. Works fine. And she should be good now that we got her all lubed up, ready to go. Go ahead and hop on, take it for a quick run, just to dry her off. Of course, you got to clean underneath too, so I'm gonna gotta hit some wheelies. So that's probably going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button for me. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure and click that subscribe. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.
I'm sipping on juice, smoking a pack, yeah. How about a cool, stepping a loop, she checking my fashion. I was just trying to be cool, diamonds attacking. Like, give me a check, then I had to act.
Well, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.